Do you have any particular devotions to Mary yourself or particular prayers that you enjoy?
Yeah, I would say a couple basic things like this one right here. You all know the
Yeah,
rosary.
yeah, can't
So
go.
I'll show you. I'm gonna take you around. This is the Dr. Shree's little study room here. I'm gonna pull off. I have a couple different books that I've written on Mary, but yeah, but the first one I mentioned is the Rosary. I've written this book here called "Praying the Rosary Like Never Before," and I'd prayed the Rosary long before I wrote this book. But I would say that book really changed the way I prayed the Rosary because the book was written a long time ago after John Paul II. He gave a year of the Rosary, and he gave us those new mysteries, if you remember, the luminous
Mm,
mysteries of the Rosary. And in the book, I read a lot about how he prayed the Rosary. And I always knew the Rosary was important, but it really, that I would say the process of reading JP2 and what he said about the Rosary and writing that book changed me. It changed the way I think about the Hail Mary. It's just beautiful. And so I would say my family, we pray the Rosary. Um, we've always prayed the Rosary every day. I'll admit there's some days maybe we just do a decade, but most days we try to get a whole rosary in. As my kids are older and it's chaotic, sometimes we're doing rosary while everyone's doing their chores after dinner. Sometimes it's when kids are in the bed, the little girl, we're trying to put the little girls down, and then the teenagers are making their lunches for school the next day. And, we may not all be on our knees before a statue of Our Lady praying the rosary, but we're trying to keep this great devotion together because all the saints tell us how powerful it is. So that's one devotion. I would say the Memorare is a
yeah.
second devotion. This beautiful prayer, remember, O most gracious Virgin Mary. I love this opening line. That never was it known that anyone who fled to your protection, implored your help, or sought your intercession was left unaided. Wow, what a bold opening line. That
Mm,
anything you give to Mary, in these prayers, like you just know she's going to intercede. And I'll just say over the years, I've always prayed the Memorare, but I find myself in recent years, anytime I have like a little problem, some challenge, and I'm not sure how's this going to work out, or I'm a little worried, I'll say in my mind, Mary, I just entrust this to you. I trust that somehow, it'll all work out. It may not
mm.
work out the way I'm thinking, or I'm hoping for, but it'll all, I just trust it to you. And I can't tell you, the prayer is true. I really think every time I've done that, I put something in Mary's hand in that way, it always comes together.